Kean, the opening serve, he's in the
champions, where it was a bigger shock, in my opinion. I think maybe Isuk Subiato back in shock. It's not like
he was fortunate, I suppose, to get a bit of insider knowledge playing Axelsen that day. He'd been training with him, hadn't he, for a few months or a few weeks at least in Dubai.
And I can tell you, it's totally the opposite on court 2. The sideways drift is right to
Atta.
I think he's definitely 6 foot.
He looks taller to me. That's why I questioned my own stats when I read 5'11".
I'm going to rely on Chen Long. Xiuqi has come back and come back at a good level. Lost though in the first round here yesterday against Cho. The goal, Xiuqi, is the obvious choice, but who's coming on? It has really taken its toll on some of the players in the 20, 21, 22 years of age group that hasn't been able to compete and develop the way we would normally think players of that age group do at that time of their career. Oh, that's a good control as well. Oh. He's relying a lot on his speed of movement.
Feng. Oh, he looks pretty calm, Steen.
Yeah.
Untroubled in defense. A very tidy-looking player indeed. Well, if he can, he'll be one of the few we've seen so far this week that's been able to do so.
Oi, fantastic save. Oi, that's a good deception.
And that knows the conditions he's playing in, because I've heard you say, Steen, a few times about being on that side of the court and needing to use the flat shots. And that return of serve with that bit of disguise was perfect.
Yeah, creating his own opportunities. Good play back at the net there. Super new. Then he's relying a lot on the opponents is stronger in slow playing conditions, where he can play these shots and start all over. And as you say, he's got a good defense and can rely on his speed to counter-attack.
Example of exactly what you were saying. Given him time, are there many places around the world, Steen, that you've been to that are quicker?
Yes, there's drift alongside the court. The shuttle speed, we did never know that before we turn up, but we've seen a year, pretty much all of 2021 was played with extreme gear.
Yes, the tournament can change the shuttles on a daily basis.
No,
is that right?
No. Yeah, they can. They decide which of there's 3 different speeds available, and they decide each morning which speed to play with.
Speed, I mean, but in terms of just badminton, he's playing almost the perfect game here at the moment. Likely that actually
It's perfectly possible that that could be the case. I don't think it's the case.
Right. He's just playing really, really well.
Yeah. Leaving all control to Feng. matches.
Oh! From Lee. A bit unlucky not to keep that in court.
That's great.
Great net shot from Kean.
Into the services.
Yeah, good backhand clear from Kean.
Service.
Oh, he's missed.
Tall players.
An impressive comeback. Well, we've seen some comebacks already today, and that one was right up there from Kean. 16-9 down he was.
And the start here is super important. Oh, it's super important to apply some mental.
Yeah, seeing Feng looked so professional, I suppose, to start the match in game one. He looked very organised, under no pressure. Every shot he played seemed to be the right shot.
So that he can't really play the backboard. He's got to take the attack as well, because otherwise his opponent is going to do it. Basically having a free roll here in the second game. That's quick.
Short lift. Yeah, good length from Kean. And again.
Yeah.
Around the back. And apologises for getting that small piece of fortune.
He's thought about
alone in Rocky Balboa kind of scenario where he's got a picture of the guy on his.
Feng, what he needs to do.
Well, not play terrible shots like that last one would be a good start. But it's rare, we haven't seen much of that today. He's been on great form for the most part. Oh, incredible defense. here. Yeah, he's growing in confidence, Kean. That cross-court punch clear in these conditions. Difficult to execute, but he's making it look fairly comfortable. Well, there's a clock. That's right, I noticed that last night. Fast twitch muscle.
Also hasn't been past second round, played that back in. That's why it was such a big surprise that he won the World Championship.
Exactly. Yeah, he seems to be a real master at that disguise with the smash. Good net again.
Oh.
He's one player in the world you don't want to see.
No, Kean Yu is like he's dancing.
Oh. That's brilliant from Loki. Staying patient, Feng.
Yeah.
Slightly diminished. Good shot. A very close affair.
Oh, to finish in straight.
Well, he's done just that.